You are a coach, own a business or startup. Reach out as an...
We don't want to hear this. I want to say hello everybody to this week's live, and I hope you can hear me well, you can see me well, and you are in the right mood for starting the weekend soon with some ideas how to make your life the best life ever. And of course we have the responsibility if we are living our life with an F, of course, already to do that. But if you are doing your live and you are reaching out with a live video, even with the live audio, so you can make so many things happen and you can twist it so nicely to really make every new live video that you're doing the best video ever. And so thank you very much for being here today and or seeing this as a replay. Facebook user, thank you very much for being around. And what is this topic about? The best life? Everybody is doing a live video, and the live video is unique. So it is just you. You can decide what you would like to talk about. But I had this nice weekend last weekend where I invited over some friends. And you don't know maybe, but I am originally from Germany. You might hear it in the accent, from the accent. So in Germany, and I would also say in Austria, it's always nice to prepare the afternoon with a cake and coffee. So just coffee and cookies is a little bit like tiny in this regard, so better have a cake. And then it was a really nice weekend and a really nice get-together. And I just reminded myself that first, it's not common to have these get-togethers in times of the confinement. We all know this, but when we think about how passionate we are with going live and reaching out, that's a little bit similar. And this is the topic for today. You can actually make your life like a cake party and have it the way you would like to reach out. And that's the idea that I would like to give you today for this live, weekly live on Friday that I am trying to do every Friday around this time, around lunchtime, Central European time. So what does this have to do with, so Facebook user, thank you very much. Coffee and cake, Kaffee und Kuchen. If you are preparing your live video and if you're doing a live video, well, it is a little bit on several parts, like your cake, your setting, the guests that you invite, the interaction that you create, the end of the party, that is a little bit alike. And so therefore, please forgive me if this might be too simple for you, but I always like to have nice pictures and share them with you. So this is why I am going to go into this picture, and maybe it's also an inspiration for you to do your own coffee and cake next weekend and invite some friends over, because maybe more and more people are now vaccinated. So maybe even though the situation gets up and down, but we are all getting into like a positive future here, and everybody is hopefully getting more open to have some personal encounters soon. So let us start with the first of thought that I would like to share with you about doing your best life, and the metaphor, the party idea. So it is about, first, what's the most important if you have a party? You would say the guests, of course. I would start with this: have a cake. So if you have something prepared and you're inviting somebody over, it's already like going to have a plan. So you are starting with something. So you have this central point. No matter how this is going to be, but there is going to be a cake at some point of the invitation. So it is not bad to plan your life and your live video and your stream. It is actually a nice thing to have something prepared. But when you are going to have the cake, it's absolutely free, and you can yeah, change it. You can be flexible, of course, about it. But what a good feeling it is if you have something like the cake prepared, even if nothing else is there. But if the people are ringing on the door, you have something. So you can still have them sitting there and already give the cake, but it also gives you the peace of mind to have a piece of cake. Okay, so that's my first thought about doing the best live. Then the second thought is set it up in advance. So it's a little bit connected to the cake. And what I would like to, forgot one thing. One thing about the cake also is, let's go back. The cake is something where I would say you really want to give something. You know, if you have something prepared, so you are going in advance. So you have something you want to share. You have something that is really dear to you and you're also feeling excited about. So see it the same way. So if you're just going live to get something, to get the views, to get, well, people joining your live stream, or to sell something at the end. So I bet you are not going to have that much of an interaction, that nice of a party after all. So people might come for this time, but maybe they are not coming the second time. So this is why I would say there is this element of your mission, your purpose that you are going to have for this party. And it's like, well, yeah, here pictured in the cake that you're providing. And the same thing goes for the general setup. You know, what about like having a party and nothing is prepared? So the guests even have to help you to find the plates, the silverware, the glasses, and where are the drinks and so far. It's another thing that I would say it's not impossible to do like a surprise live video and say, hello, I just had this idea. It's good to have an idea, but then also, okay, where would you like to present your idea? Is it the best place to present it literally while you're walking on the street? Or would you rather set yourself up in your corporate, in your company environment? And in this regard, you are probably seen like more as the leader of this life. And let me I just found out one thing, you know. I just found out I don't even have like a normal scene prepared here. And let me just get this quickly straight. It's all, you know, even if this party here is not 100% perfect, but I can just change it. And this is what I wanted to do. So the setup of the party can be the light, the microphone, the background, the setting in general. And it can be totally okay if you're doing it from the street, because you can then show where you live and what you are doing. But yeah, I would say be prepared to have something more, that people can understand you well, that people are really inclined to follow you. So this is the part of setting up your party in the way you would like to have it. So next point, have guests that excite you. So it is good to have somebody there at the party, but you know, it's also a little bit, energy drowning. If you have people, you first have to explain a lot and you have to give the idea who you are. If you are sharing your life among friends, and you're inviting a good chunk or a good part of people over that are already knowing you, that are also positively feeling about you and are exciting you, that cheering up for you, it's a good thing. Of course, you can always invite new people in, but if it's all new people, it's going to be a little stiff, I would say. And so make sure to have at least somebody to be around and to cheer you up. Also in the replay, if it's just a few people during the live, on the replay, you are going to be more excited about it. Tony, thank you so much for being around as well. I'm just talking about have people that excite you, that are over in the live, and here you are. You are truly somebody who excites me when it comes about video, about podcasting. You are the man to be. So great to have you. And yeah, thanks. You're loving what I'm, you said, love what I'm doing in this space. Thank you so much for your encouragement and looking forward to being in touch. So this is exactly what I mean. So to have people there at your party, at the end, it's your party and it's your life. And so you don't have to please anybody. So make sure that it's exciting to you and that the spark is coming over to everybody who is watching this and is maybe seeing this because the algorithm is telling them, okay, there is an interesting video for you to watch. But then people are already feeling among friends. You don't have to be super stiff and you don't know where to start really. So they're already part of the story. Yeah, and if you have any questions, any comments, of course, feel free to let me know. And so also make it interactive. And that's, of course, the next part. Leave room for interaction. So again, it is nice to have everything set up, to have the cake, to have whatever, snacks there, and to have the drinks. And if you're the one who has to run the whole party all by yourself, it's a little bit exhausting after a certain time. Of course, you can do it and you can have your program, but also leave room for the guests to be there and to bring in their instruments or whatever they want to participate. And this is also about live in general. So live video is interaction, so you live in the moment. And so yeah, don't make it too perfect. Leave room for the guests, and especially the great guests that can leave their point of view, that make the whole picture bigger, that go for the connections, that also spark the enthusiasm, and and at the end build even more energy in the room. And that's what I think is a real good live video live stream. And at the end, end it on time. So there is no real rule how long a live video has to last, but 10 minutes is a good time to at least do it, because also the algorithm picks up that there is some interaction in your life, hopefully, and some engagement. But also make sure that people have a possibility to leave and also take what you have given, and also have a possibility to follow on their own life as well. So therefore, like an endless party is also kind of difficult, and it's difficult for you because you have to clean up the mess at the end, and for the guests because maybe they want to go and they can't. So this is something where I would say, as a rule of thumb, I see like 10 minutes to 30 minutes as a good way to end your life on a good time. And you're fantastic too, Tony. So great. And I feel so happy that we are already connected, that we are still connected, because let me just tell you, I wanted to search for your phone number and I couldn't find it this week. So here you are. Isn't that great? Isn't this a great vibe? I am absolutely happy to be in touch, Tony, and wishing you a good weekend as well. So before I end this live video about the best life on time, hopefully to leave you out into the weekend, I would also say, if you want to give something at the end, that's nice as well. Because at least in my background, if there is too much cake left at the end, so the guests get something that they could take home, to the people that couldn't join the event. So yeah, also have something at the end to leave them with. So for a live video, it would certainly be that you have a certain call to action that you can give people, and an event, a website, a product that would give the people an added value that would be relevant for the people who joined your live video. And so this is what I can really encourage you to go for it. Of course, leave your mark at the end. For example, here, if you don't have any questions or any comments on this, I would of course encourage you to go for more in my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel now has 136 subscribers, and I'm constantly adding new users. What's your benefit about it? First, you are notified when a new piece is out, and I'm constantly doing new pieces on best practices, on tutorials of going live, and also new live streams will be streamed there as well. If they are public, there's also a group, and but most of the lives that I'm doing are also there, and so you can be first. Then also I would like to give you this here at the end of this live video, because if you have the capacity to do a great party, and of course a lot is about having the routine to do it, to just dive in and go first. No life has to be perfect, but you can learn to be more authentic and also successful with your party and with your life that you are doing. And whether it is the setup, whether it is the right content, the right mindset as well, I'm happy to help you, because at the end it is the togetherness of the right techniques, the technology and the mindset that give you the live video, the live streams where you're easy out and you're connecting with people. And if you are interested in such the next step, the next level of doing a live, so I'm often doing some technical advancements or some technical examples what I'm doing. So here you see a curated scene setup. You can do this. It can be totally different with your company, with your startup, with your coaching business that you are doing. But the first thing I would ask you is, what are your objectives of going live? Are you looking for existing clients? Are you looking for new leads? Are you looking to contribute an interesting content? Or would you just like, for example, to record the video, then to publish it later? Or would you really like to go live on one or several channels? This is something I would ask you first. And then we could go for the next step into your personal setup of your home studio. And I think in general, your live video can be really upscaled in about 1 or 2 hours of one-on-one coaching. What camera are you using? Maybe you already have a great webcam, but you don't know where to position it. Maybe you already have microphones, you have lights, you have something that is a nice background that shows you the way, or that presents to you the way how you would like to be seen. And then also the camera positioning. Are you looking into the camera from this way? Do you have several other positions, like here, for example, where you can see, can you switch like this? And then there is another part, that's the software setup or the platform setup. Whether you have Zoom or whether you have a streaming platform, it could be Ecamm Live, it could be Restream, it could be StreamYard, it could be whatever. There are so many platforms out. There are free possibilities like OBS. They are certainly also having their advantages, but there are also disadvantages of OBS. And let's see what matches best for you. And then also, how would you like to present yourself with the right scenes, with the logo, with a multicam point of view? And would you like to do interviews as well? How to do that? So this is all something that I'm happy to show you how to set up everything for you to have the great party, to have people inviting over, coming to you, either to see it live or to see it as a replay, and then to be there and for the next step, what you can offer, and to be just more connected. Because at the end it is just like this. You do the connection through a live video. You create engagement through live video. You have an idea and a mission that you can share, and you can sort of plant this idea already, and then you can move on with a further engagement with your new or existing clients. And I think the idea is to be interactive in the moment and to really enjoy it. At the end of each party, I think you shouldn't be so totally exhausted that you felt, okay, I have invited everybody, they have all eaten the cake, there was no piece left for me, and I'm totally exhausted. I have to clean up for one day. So that's not the mere objective. The way is to give something, but also to receive, and to give you the pleasure and like the connections and the engagement to move on. And this is how I see it. And let me know what your points are in a live video. It's certainly not only the presentation of yourself, because you can also do that with a great way to do an image video. And so to put this over, to upload that on your YouTube stream or on your social networks, that's kind of a one directional thing. I think live always has to have this interactive component in. Yeah, and altogether, if you need help to set up your party, then let's talk. We can have a clearance call, or like a discovery call, and I will ask you the same questions, or you can tell me a little bit what you are looking for to get the high quality, the security and the routine, the possibility also to stream live on various channels. This live video is streamed on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. And of course, I have the possibility now, look who connected. Tony connected, and I wasn't even able to reach him by the phone. So live video was the success factor. And so this is my offer for you in November, that you set up your live video, your party, as you would like it to be, and then be ready for 2022, because it's going to be more interactive and real through live video, and you will certainly hear that in your cash box sooner or later. And that is the question for the next week. What do we do when it really counts, when we have to jump? I always love this idea about diving into live video. So many of us have the idea to go live. They see it, they see the possibilities, but they don't have the courage, and they don't hit this button. So how do you hit this button with ease? So subscribe my YouTube channel first, and also the Facebook group, to learn more about it. And I am happy for also next Friday around the same time, 12 CET, to talk to you about it. And this is the podcast that is also going more about this subject. How can you reach out as a private, as a company CEO, as somebody who has a mission, has a non-profit organization, or also a coach, a startup. The possibilities are there, and you always need to find and to engage your audience, and that's live video, live broadcasting, I call it. And here through this podcast, I'm also sharing some of the big concepts that help you to understand it, to understand this new form that is available basically since a few months really, and is fastly growing. So I'm looking forward for your subscription, and also looking forward to your comments in the either Facebook group where you're watching this or on the YouTube channel. Wishing you now a great weekend with great interactions, also with great encounters in the real world, of course, and also great inspirational thoughts that will help you to let your business, your idea, your mission thrive. And live video could be one of the things. If you have any questions, let me know. Looking forward to staying in contact with you. Thanks for joining my party today, and seeing you soon, hopefully. Bye-bye. This is the Facebook group. Reach out, and here we see us next Friday. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye.